Jaganannaku Chebudam and JP, we are attaching our name tag to this program. So the very fact that we are attaching our name tag itself to this program would speak volumes of the kind of impetus that we are giving to this program. That itself should speak about how prestigious we want to take this program. In fact, the objective of this program is to ensure that we would actually see in Spandana. Now this is one step beyond Spandana. This is one step ahead of Spandana. But the most important thing is what this program would be dealing with is the service delivery. The quality of the service delivery. That is what this program would be primarily dealing with. The regulatory functioning of the government. That would be the thrust area for this program. The Navaratnalu schemes, the functioning of those schemes. These are the three aspects that this program would be primarily dealing with. Addressing individualized grievances in the most efficient way, so as to render maximum satisfaction to the person who is seeking your support. That is the objective of this program. ఈ ప్రోగ్రాంలో the grievance redressal helpline. When somebody calls this telephone number, when somebody makes a request through this telephone number, the redressal, the quality of the redressal is going to be the most important thing here. You need to ensure that that is properly adhered to. You need to give that feel to it, that it's an enhanced, optimized, dynamic version of Spandana. What we've been doing in Spandana is, this is much more than that. And in fact, as I've said earlier, we've already gone ahead and appointed project monitoring units. These project monitoring units have been appointed, and these monitoring teams, right, starting from CMO level, at the secretariat level with the secretaries, and then spreading across to the districts. And at the district level, at the division level, and at the mandal level. All these levels, you have project monitoring units regularly to follow up and monitor the redressal. This is something new which Spandana does not have, which we are bringing it up here in Jaganannaku Chebudam program to help you and to assist you, to ensure that the very purpose, that is the quality, is protected. The very purpose of this entire program is quality redressal. And to achieve that purpose, these project monitoring units are going to play a very, very critical role. And it's very important that you supervise these project monitoring units. Only then the desired output would come. And these PMUs, as I said, would be monitored directly from CMO as well. All the grievances raised through this helpline must be taken up by the concerned authority on priority and redressal in a time-bound manner with quality as the primary word. The word quality meaning the satisfaction. How do you say that it has been addressed qualitatively? Only when that person who is in receipt of your service says that, yes, to my satisfaction it has been addressed. That is the litmus test. And that is the very purpose of this Jaganannaku Chebudam program. To speak a little more about this program, it's a direct connect with the Chief Minister also. The fact that we are lending our name to this program itself means that there is a direct connect with the Chief Minister. The helpline would consist of multiple feedback loops. So regularly there will be a call center here operating from the CMO, which will periodically take feedback. This is very important for us to understand how these people are, what these people think about the services that are being rendered. So this should be always playing in your mind. And citizens will receive regular updates regarding the status of their grievance. Now, this is also one very important aspect which would define SLAs. The time-bound manner in which qualitatively the grievances would have to be addressed. It would speak of that. Telephone number 1902, which has been assigned to this program, you should also ensure that there is a wide publicity given to this telephone number as well. One way is through Gram Sachwalayam and ward volunteers, where every house these people would be visiting and speaking of this program, and also ensuring that they give a proper orientation in every house as to what this program is all about. So that activity would have to be taken up and completed also by May 9th, before May 9th, by the time this program is also launched. The special officers who have been appointed would be periodically visiting the districts. All these special officers are all senior level IAS officers, much beyond the experience of the collectors themselves. So each of the senior officer has been appointed as a special officer for every district. And these special officers would be coming down. These senior IAS officers who have been appointed as special officers would be coming down to the districts. And they would be visiting the district twice in a month. Every fortnight, these officers would go to the districts. They would be monitoring this activity as well, along with the collectors. They would be guiding the collectors as well on need basis. When these people make themselves available in those districts, they would randomly be checking the quality of these grievances. The most importantly, monitoring the project monitoring units as well. The grievances that have been reopened, that would be of specific focus. If a grievance has been closed and if it has been once again reopened, then that means something is wrong there. Please ensure that those grievances are thoroughly looked into. And of course, through IVRS and through SMS, when feedback is sought, those particular grievances also would have to be thoroughly examined. Every Saturday, it's got to be a housing day, where there would be periodic field visits, starting from collectors, JCs, RDOs, DLDOs, MROs, MDOs, municipal commissioners, special officers, the RWS, the housing, the DISCOMs, the village and ward functionaries, meaning engineering assistants, welfare assistants, and panchayat secretary. All of you would have to ensure that every Saturday you visit the housing colonies wheresoever you have been deputed to. Because only through your visits, two things will happen. You will understand what the problems are so that you could speed it up. Two, the quality there would be enhanced. Jaganannaku Hakku Mariyu Bhu Raksha program. It's never in the history of India probably such endeavor has ever been contemplated. We're talking about a survey which was conducted 100 years ago and now being attempted in our state. This would be one role model project which would display our strength to the country. The collectors who perform well here, their name would be spoken about just not in our state, but on a national platform. This would add value to the collector's performance. This is one program I want the collectors to thoroughly own it up. Because this would elevate you personally as well. Because never in the history of this country, a program this big was ever contemplated. Nadu Nehru schools. So this is also one very, very important program, very prestigious program from government's point of view. This is one program where also I like to emphasize that we're not short on funds. In schools, the parent committees are sitting on 734 crores of rupees at your disposal at the district level. Money already in the form of cash available to you, parent committees' bank accounts. So this is one particular project where, once again, like housing, there is absolutely zero dearth for money. So you'd have to ensure that you push the button, you need to ensure that there is focus that comes from your end so that we actually speed up the works. And also funds amounting for 1,400 crores has also been allotted with all the districts for incurring further expenditure. That is beyond what parents' committees are doing, like works for additional classrooms, works pertaining to compound walls. For these activities, another 1,400 crores is also allocated with the district collectors for incurring further expenditure. Please make sure that the quality, as I said, please make sure that this is properly monitored. Because you're talking about such huge number of schools, 15,000 in phase 1, another 16,000, close to 16,000 again in phase 2. These are huge numbers. And until and unless you apply your mind on quality aspects, quality cannot be obtained until and unless you supervise. Where the digital assistant goes to the school, meets the teachers, meets the students, gives an orientation of the digitalization in the schools, speaks more about the tabs, and in case there is a repair, as to how to address that repair. So this once in a month, the digital assistant would have to mandatorily go to every school, designated to them, give an orientation to the teachers as well as the students. June 12th, when the schools reopen, please ensure that no child complains. And there is no complaint from any school or any child that they have not received the kit or the kit is of substandard. Please ensure that by June 12th, None of them complain of these aspects. One major thrust in the district should be ensuring that you get rid of narcotics. Every SP would have to own up this program. Every university, every college, please make sure that you have the SEB telephone number displayed and made available so that any student who is attending the college gets to see this hoarding, gets to understand what the telephone number is. Ensure that there is a separate division in your district office operating only to ensure that this activity is totally under control. Wherever, every college, you should have your intelligence units also functioning. You should get feedback from the college. That is our source of information. If children are consuming, the parents should be told, the parents should be called, counseled, so that children are out of it. And if there is somebody who is selling these drugs, it is our duty to ensure that they are booked, that they are caught, severely punished. It is very, very important that SPs own this program. You need to make sure that AP stands as one state which is beyond narcotics, beyond drugs. And the ownership would have to be yours. Until and unless you own this program, you will never be in a position to deliver it. So please make sure that you actually stand by this. And also ensure that the functioning of your Mahila constables at Gram Sachwalayams, there is proper orientation given to them on the activities that they are to be doing. It's very important that you own them, because 15,000 women constables are there, Mahila police in every Sachwalayam. And until and unless you own them, you cannot train them, you cannot orient them. And they will never become the kind of people that we actually want them to be. And they are your ears and eyes at the village level, at the ward level. So that's also one very important takeaway that you always need to keep in mind.